Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. We're happy you're here. I wish we were meeting in person, but we're very glad that we have the capability to meet you over Zoom. My name is Karen Henderson. I'm a career counselor at Fresno City College, and I'll go ahead and let my colleagues introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Wynn, and I'm the job specialist for the Career and Employment Center.
Hello, my name is Lily Hernandez. I'm a career counselor at the Career and Employment Center.
So today we're going to give you a quick overview of the services that we offer at the Career and Employment Center. So let's go ahead and get started. So in a nutshell, what we offer at the Career and Employment Center are career planning and employment services to students at Fresno City College. We also offer employment services to alumni at Fresno City College. Now you've met 3 of us, but we also have 2 more team members. The first one is Mr. Martin Herb. He is our office specialist. And if you were to contact our office and wanted to receive services, you would either speak with Martin or talk to him via email. And let's say you wanted to develop a resume, or perhaps you had a job interview and you wanted to practice some interview questions. Martin would either connect you with Mary Beth or with Cindy Dunn. Let's say you're not certain about your major, or you wanted to do some career exploration. He would connect you with Lily Hernandez or myself, Karen Henderson.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to introduce you to the RAM pathways. We have 5 RAM pathways, and one of them is the Arts, Communication, and Language pathway. So if you're a student that likes to connect with people either through language, art, music, writing, speech, or perhaps all of these, you may be interested in majors that fall under that pathway. Some examples of majors that fall under that pathway are music, theater arts, or English. Another pathway is business. So if you're interested in learning about the way organizations operate or how things get done, you may be interested in the business pathway. Examples of majors that fall under this are business administration, accounting, or marketing. Another of our pathways is the culture, education, and society pathway. And if you're interested in organizations, laws, politics, interactions, and social bonds that make our planet a very rich and diverse place to live, this might be the pathway for you to check out. And some of the majors that fall under this pathway would be like psychology, or political science, or sociology. And then what I'd like to do is have Mary Beth talk to you about 2 of our other pathways.
Okay, so the last 2 pathways are health and STEM and tech and trades. Both of these are great pathways to consider, and I would recommend everybody to look at every pathway before you make a decision. For health and STEM, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And of course, health is health. But if you enjoy exploring and understanding the world around you, theoretically, physically, biologically, it's like a puzzle that drives you to find the solutions. So the vocations under health, we're looking at course pre-med, RN, which is nursing, radiology technology, or technologist, excuse me, respiratory therapist, and so anything to do with medical. So the STEM, it's very interesting. The careers in that area can be anywhere from computer technology, web design, engineering, and many different types of engineering, like petroleum, for instance. Many different types of scientists as well. So that is that section. When it comes to tech and trade, to me, it's one of my favorite pathways. If you like working with your hands, if you enjoy anything to do with mechanics, welding, air conditioning, it's a fabulous pathway to go down. So even if you like working with electrical and equipment, so forth, there's many, I can tell you right now, especially at maintenance mechanics, there's a huge waiting list for people to be hired in this industry. The welders are in high demand. The CAD and CAM, the computer aid, excuse me, I kind of messed that up, computer aid drafting or manufacturing, there's a huge demand for those, and air conditioning as well. So they're great pathways, and I would recommend you look into them and see what feels good to you. Okay.
So as we mentioned, we offer many services at the Career and Employment Center, and we encourage you to look into them and check us out if you're interested in receiving career counseling or employment services. Research shows that students receive great benefit by taking advantage of these services. So we're here to help you. So what is the benefit and the importance of having a career plan? It gives you direction. It helps you choose your classes effectively. So, and it gives meaning to those classes. So for example, my undergraduate was in psychology, and math is definitely not my strong point. So I had to take behavioral statistics, and I was very scared about that because that involves math. But I actually got an A in that class, which I was very happy about because it made sense to me because it applied to psychology. So it was very exciting for me. Now, in terms of choosing your classes, all of us had to do general ed. But if you have a major, then you can look at the classes and apply those classes to your major. So again, if your major, let's say, is psychology or even engineering, you can choose your classes that are specific to the major you've selected. And that's exciting. So it helps identify your goals. So again, you can look at, okay, this is where I want to be. And these are the steps. These are the markers, the benchmarks that I need to make in order to get to my future goal. And it keeps you motivated because you know you're getting closer and closer to your goal, to getting your degree, to getting to that point where you're going to cross that stage, whether it be actually physically at down at Selland Arena, or maybe even virtually. We're going to be cheering you on as you get your diploma. And it helps measure your progress. You're going to be getting a student ed plan. Even if it changes, you're going to be getting a student ed plan. And there's nothing more exciting to having that little check mark that, okay, I finished that math class. Okay, I finished that English class. Because again, you know that you're accomplishing something towards your goal. Time is going to pass regardless if you're in school, completing an education, or if you are actually watching TV, watching YouTube, doing Instagram, time is going to pass. So I think it's a wonderful investment that you've chosen to go to school and an investment in yourself for your education. And it's also wonderful to have a major selected because it helps you prepare for future opportunities. What do I mean by that? So if you've selected, I keep choosing psychology because it's my first love. If you selected, let's say, psychology as your major, it can help you prepare for future opportunities. For example, if an internship opportunity becomes available that is related to your major, you can take advantage of that, and it may help you connect with people that will be able to help you network in the future, connect you with people that may open doors to your future career. Another thing preparing you for your future opportunities is to get involved with student clubs. Please, I can't encourage that enough. And again, I realize the pandemic has turned our world upside down. No one I think, anticipated in March that we would be all of a sudden shutting down and sheltering in place. But we still have student clubs and activities that are happening virtually. And research does show that students that participate in student activities and student clubs are more likely to retain and persist in their student education, and again, accomplish and reach their student goals of getting that diploma. So I would encourage you to please participate and get involved in student activities. So let's talk about career services. Some of you may be participating today. You might not be certain about what your major is, and that's okay. You might not be certain about what career path you want to take, and you're not alone. I want to reassure you, you're not alone. Some of you may be joining us today thinking, I want a job, I want to find work. And others of you may be both. You might fall under both categories, and we're here to help you. The thing about career assessments, I want to reassure you, they are not tests. We're not going to test your IQ. We're not going to ask you to assemble something in front of us, and we're going to test to see how fast you can put it together. Career assessments are really something to see what your skills, your interests, your values, how they tie and apply to you and your future, your career, and what path and journey you want to take. It really applies to you as an individual. There are no right or wrong, good or bad answers. And Lily and I meet with students individually. And so it's getting to know you and tied into what you like and what you want to be. Career exploration, some students, again, know what they want to do. Maybe they're interested in engineering. There's all types of engineering. So maybe they say, I want to go into engineering, but what kind? And we can help explore what types of engineering they want to do and help them focus. Now, I do want to mention that career counseling is available to students that are currently enrolled. So if you're interested in this, please take advantage of it right now while you're taking classes at City. Now, we have been sheltering in place since March. So we've learned and we've adapted. So for the career assessments, we really prefer to do it via Zoom because we like to share websites. We like to do the assessments by sharing our screens, doing a screen share with students. But we have done career counseling over the telephone. So again, we will do our best to accommodate whatever the student is interested in doing. But again, these are available to students that are currently enrolled. So if you're interested in that, please take advantage of it while you're taking classes. So let me go ahead and turn the screen over to my friend and colleague, Mary Beth.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, for the services available in the Employment Resource Center, we have resume assistance, and if you need help with creating a resume from the very beginning, or if you already have a resume that needs to be updated, we will definitely help you with that. And if you don't have a resume, I will send you a resume packet, and it shows the steps to get started. And it asks you questions to kind of jog your mind of what your skills are, what your attributes are, and so forth. It's really important to take an inventory of who you are during this time. But we will start the resume. We will review it many times. We'll make sure it's perfect at the end of the session. It takes a couple sessions to get this done, but we will make sure that happens. The cover letter and thank you letter are very important as well. A letter is not easy to write. You have the opening paragraph, you have the middle, you have the end. There's so much to say in a short amount of time with limited space. But you want this cover letter to really speak loud of you in a positive way where they want to look at your resume. Now, what's going to turn them off immediately is grammar. And if you have misspelled words or your sentence structure is so off, it doesn't make sense. It will not behoove them to look at your resume. If mistakes are happening now, then they're going to happen again later. So it's very critical to make sure these documents are perfect. Portfolio development, that is where we collect some kind of proof of what you've done in the past. If you've participated on projects and you've have done very well, if you have letters of recommendation, if you, gosh, it could be a certifications. We can put those all together and show an employer what you've done in the past again and what you can do practically. So it kind of shows you off even more. The interview preparation is another service we offer, and that we go over what to do before, during, and after. And during during the interview, I will ask you, we'll go over 5 questions, and they're basic questions, but they are questions that are asked in 90, probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9% of the time. Once you master those answers, it gives you a calmness and a confidence to answer the other unknown questions that will be asked. So we'll help you with that. Employment recruitment events, we're scheduling events, as we speak, and they will be virtual this year, of course. Please be mindful of your emails and check social media, check the Fresno City College website for dates and times. Internships and volunteer opportunities are so important, and I really recommend people take advantage of internships and volunteer and clubs like Karen has said, because if somebody comes into City College and they're 18 and maybe they have not worked in high school, or they're not working, or very little, what you do in the classroom can be so relevant on a resume. What you've accomplished during the semester at City College when it comes to confidence, it comes to leadership, it comes to learning accounting. All these things are skills that you can now offer an employer, and people kind of think, oh, they're not much, or I didn't do much. You've done more than you realize, and these skills are valuable in the business market. So please take advantage of volunteer opportunities and internships, because they will make or break or make a difference in your pursuit and where you want to go. So on the next page. Good. Okay. So virtual job fairs, more information is coming. We were planning to have one in September, possibly one in October, and possibly one in November. But they are in the works as we speak. So again, please be mindful of your emails, because it's hard to communicate with students today. It's so different. We can't put posters out on the campus and people are not walking by them. So the only communication is your email and social media. And okay, here's an internship, HAKU, the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities, for the summer of 2021. And it's a great opportunity for students who are looking for an opportunity to work in the summer of 2021. You do have to be at a sophomore level, and it goes all the way to a doctorate level. And what you do is you interview, and there's an application process for this program. And if you're chosen, you have the ability to work for the federal government or for any private industry. Not any, but there is private industry participating in this program. You do not have to be Hispanic to be a part of this program. You can be any nationality, it doesn't matter. But we want you to apply, consider it, because it's a great experience. If you get the internship, if you're awarded an internship, HAKU will fly you to Washington, D.C. For 3 days. They would do orientation. You'll listen to very well-known speakers. You'll be able to network. Once that is done, they fly you to your internship area. Say it's in Kansas City, which could be. It all depends on your major. And then you'll work there for the summer, and then they'll fly you back home. It's a great opportunity, and your lodging is taken care of. Your flight is paid for. Your hotel rooms are paid for. The food at the orientations are paid for. So you're taken care of quite well. But for information, if you're interested, we'll put it in the chat room. But to look into this program, I would go to www.hacu.net and look under internships, and it will give you what the experience is like, who's participating, more dates. They offer internships not just summertime, but also for the fall semester and the spring semester, but you would have to take time off of school. But it's a great way to start your resume and add to it, because when you go and interview, you need to have something to talk about. You need to show somebody what you've done. And this is how you create those experiences. And it's a great opportunity. So we will have, he will be presenting virtually in September, if not November. Yeah, September or November, and we'll let you know via email as well. All right, I'll hand it over to Lily.
So what I want to talk about is the General Work Experience 19 class. I am the coordinator of this class. If you are working or volunteering, you can earn units for your hours. And you can earn anywhere from 1 to 6 units depending on how many hours you're working per week. And to register, you do have to email registration@fresnocitycollege.edu. And so if you see on the flyer on the bottom, it's small, it does give you those instructions. But if you do want more information about this class, you can email me at lily.hernandez@fresnocitycollege.edu.
Okay, we do have a jobs board at Fresno City College, of course, electronic, and we encourage every student to get onto it. If you're looking for a part-time job, full-time job, we have some jobs on campus, but not a lot of them this year, but it's a great source of opportunity. And also we announce events on it as well. So what you want to do is go to www.fresnocitycollege.edu/CEC. And once you get there, please scroll down to an icon called Job Speaker. Click on that, and then you probably most likely have to join the service, which only takes 3 seconds to do. Just click and fill in your name and your student ID. And then it will allow you to go to the front page, which you will see a number of job opportunities. Employers go on there and post along with other it pulls from other sources, and adds to the a list of available jobs. And you can apply from the site. The employer will get your application. You can upload your resume. But it's refreshed every day, sometimes a couple of days. So new jobs are always being added on a continuous basis.
So these are career resources, research resources. Sorry, there was some feedback there. The first one is California Career Zone. This is a real fun website. Again, these are all free websites to you. And California Career Zone, there are assessments that you can do. They also have research where you can look at different industries, but they also have this game that you can play. So let's say you were interested in moving to Los Angeles or maybe somewhere on the coast of California. You could input some of your lifestyle, like whether or not you want to buy a car or perhaps you already own a car, that type of thing, or if you eat out every week or you're going to buy your groceries. So you can enter all this data and it will basically tell you how much money you need to make every month to support that lifestyle and to live in that city. And then it would actually kind of list some careers that would support that lifestyle. So it's a fun website, California Career Zone. The next website is one of my favorite websites. It's My Next Move. I actually used it yesterday working with a student. And this is a website where it also has an assessment you can do, but you can plug in perhaps specific careers. So for example, yesterday I was researching accountant with a student. And so we plugged in accountant and we were looking at the different skills, knowledge, and abilities this individual would need to have if she wanted to pursue accounting. And what's also cool about this website is it gives you the technology that an accountant is currently using. So one thing I usually suggest to students is if you're interested in this, I don't encourage you to buy the software, but maybe, YouTube the software and kind of take a glance at it. Is it something that speaks to you? Are you intrigued by this software? Because I'm not a fortune teller. I can't promise you that this is what the software they'll be using in the future, but it's what they're using right now. Another cool thing about My Next Move is it gives you labor market outlooks. And so for right now, accounting has a very bright outlook. And it also gives you a map of the United States. And it tells you which states has a brighter outlook for different careers. So maybe in California, there's a brighter outlook for certain positions versus maybe in Oregon or so on and so forth. So if you're thinking of moving to a certain state, you can kind of look at what the outlook is at this time for that type of industry. Another website we have, this is in collaboration with the State Chancellor's Office in Sacramento. And we have this website, we're very fortunate. We have this website, the usage of this website through November of 2021. And again, it's free. You do have to develop your own account and you use the access code FCC 19. And some of you may have seen some of the videos because I do believe it's on PBS. And these are students, community college students, who take road trips. And they take road trips in this huge lime green RV, and they go across the nation and they interview people. Some of them are famous. They've interviewed John Legend, the singer John Legend. They've interviewed actors, but they've also interviewed just everyday people about their journey on how they got to be where they are in their career. They talk to them about the hurdles they've faced, the challenges, maybe the inspiration, where they found inspiration. So it's a really cool website. I would encourage you to sign up for it. They have exploration where you can kind of plug in some information to learn about yourself. And so again, we have this through November of 2021. All this information is on our website. So I'm going to click on the next page. So there you have it, the fresnocitycollege.edu/CEC. And if you're interested in finding out more about our center or setting up an appointment, again, there's Martin's email address. I introduced you to him earlier in the presentation, martin.herb@fresnocitycollege.edu. Or even though we're working remotely, we do have phones that you can contact us at. It's not there on the campus, but it's our office phone number, 559-442-8294. But above all, we want to welcome you to Fresno City College. We know these are very unique times right now. The world has been turned upside down with this pandemic, but we are very, very happy that you have selected Fresno City College as your college. We're happy that you have joined our family as a RAM. And be patient with yourself. Be patient with your teachers. We know you're going to do fabulously in the fall semester. But I do want to check in with my friend and colleague Lily to see if there are any questions that we might be able to answer.
Yes, there is one question. Is tech and trades where applied technology falls?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is, yes, I don't know if I'm jumping in, Mary Beth, I don't know if you want to.
That's fine.
Okay, the RAM pathways used to be called divisions. So we're introducing the RAM pathways this semester. So you may hear people refer to the pathways as divisions, but yes, it used to be the applied technology division, and this is where the applied technology division falls under, yes.
Yeah.
If anyone has questions, please type your questions in the chat box and we'll be happy to respond to you. We can wait. I know it takes a little while to write out your questions, so we'll wait for you to type it in. think someone raised their hand. Did you have a question? If you do, you can type it in. Oh, there it is.
If there are any, like I see the question, is there any office positions at FCC that I can apply for? If you're, yes, there are through EOPNS. Go to the job speaker website, which we just spoke about, and they're listed on there. In the next couple of days, there'll be federal work study positions posted. If you are a federal work study, if you've been approved for federal work study, and then you can apply for those positions. I am not aware, for federal work study, I don't have the list and they haven't been posted yet, but they will be, but I don't know what positions will be offered through them. It's a different year. It is so different. So each day is a learning process, but just go on to the job speaker website, and then you'll see what positions are available on campus.
Okay, we have one more question. Mary Beth, regarding working on campus or finding a job with your aid, is there recommended work hours for a new student?
Well, you know, as it depends on your schedule too. The college wants you to work, especially if you need to work, and I know I had to during college, but also we don't want it to interfere with class time. So it's kind of a balancing game that we have to establish. So study hard, focus on your major, focus on your classes, but also we have the time to work. It really depends on the needs of the division of the office that you're in. So if I were you, I would apply to a couple of positions. And usually the offices are pretty great. They kind of work around some schedules. Every office is different and their needs are different. But I would apply to a number of different positions so we can find that niche for you.
And we have a couple of students saying thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Is there any other questions? Okay, here's another question.
Okay, base jobs.
Where would I find on-campus or campus-based jobs that are open?
Yes, go to the job speaker website, the electronic board, our electronic board. Here's an easy way to get there. Jobs.fresnocitycollege.edu. Maybe I can remember that easier. Scroll down, click on job speaker, and sign in, and then you'll see all the jobs.
And you can also go to www.fresnocitycollege.edu/CP, and that will also take you to job speaker, and you'll find it there.
You'll find it there. Okay.
Let's see, is there any other questions?
Is tech and trade okay?
Mary Beth, I just clicked on it. So I don't know.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's right there. Thanks, Karen.
Okay.
Yeah, that is our page, and just click on job speaker for students and alumni right there, or even on the box, doesn't matter. And can you click on it, Karen?
Right here?
Yeah. Okay, so basically if you've not, you sign up, and it's free, of course, and it only takes a couple of seconds to do that. And then once you've signed up, you just click on the sign in, and it will take you to the main page. And I guess we have to have, that's the student site, so I can't get into it. I don't think Karen can get into it because we're not students, but you can definitely get into it.
This is our website.
And it looks like that same question came up as tech and trades where applied technology falls. You might have typed it twice, but definitely applied technology is part of tech and trades.
It definitely is.
Okay. It looks like that might be all the questions for today. Thank you very much for joining us in our presentation. We are here to assist you. And so please feel free to contact us via email or phone. You can call Martin Erb to get in communication with any one of us. So thank you and welcome to Fresno City College.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
Yes, go Rams. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. All right.
Oh,
Thank you
somebody
very
had,
much.
in regards to resume and cover letter, who would I email for a Zoom call? You would email me, Mary Beth, at marybeth.win@fresnocitycollege.edu. If you go onto our page, you'll find our addresses there too, our emails. In fact, let me type it here. There you go. It's right there.
Okay, thank you, Mary Beth.
Mm-hmm.
And that ends our presentation. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a great afternoon.